talk about the positives, so it's happening, at least weather-wise outside. It's not as hot and humid as it was earlier this week, and we don't have as many storms, although it is still pretty sticky atmosphere out there. Dew point is 70. Temperatures right now still in the upper 70s. We have a few storms lingering nearby. I would say that this radar looks probably more active visually than it actually is. Those flash flood warnings are not in our viewing area, but of course they're popping up just because they're nearby. But what we are tracking in the mountains and foothills, at least, is some slow moving activity there toward Patterson, Globe, Blowing Rock. Again, that's in northern Caldwell County, shifting into Watauga County. A few lightning strikes, but you can see how quickly those storms have diminished. They're essentially collapsing on top of themselves, with additional storms just popping up there on the eastern side of Caldwell County near Kings Creek, Cedar Valley, Little River there as well, creeping into western parts of Alexander County. A wider view, you can see probably the strongest storm we have right now is creating about 5 to 10 lightning strikes near Ickard there. That's on the northwestern side of Catawba, shifting into Burke and Caldwell. That's passing over State Road, or I guess I-40 technically, State Road 17 as well. And then we have another storm just south of Mooresville, sound of Mount Ulla. Again, it's not too impactful. Some heavy rain, some gusty winds. Again, very typical thunderstorm pattern for this time of year. These are definitely lingering later, but the atmosphere is still plenty ripe as we have really high dew points. And of course, we didn't see a ton of storms today, so the atmosphere not as worked over as it could be. Here's tomorrow morning. You can see most areas dry, and I really do think that this weekend is going to be, again, I've said it so many times this week, you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but a normal summertime pattern. Earlier this week, it was dangerous heat. It was dangerous severe storms, especially Wednesday afternoon and Thursday as well, whereas today was, again, more typical. We only had 2 severe thunderstorm warnings the whole day. Those are very isolated in nature, and I think we'll have the same tomorrow. In fact, a lesser chance even to see any of those isolated strong to severe storms. Again, mostly your typical gusty winds, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Some small penny to pea-sized hail possible, but for the most part, gusty winds and frequent lightning. So I still think folks should certainly stay weather aware and make sure that they're keeping a close eye on the forecast. If you're from the Carolinas, if you've lived here for a while, or maybe you're just familiar with the weather because you like it. Typically this time of year, you ask me the best time to go to the pool, go to the beach, go to the lake. It's going to be the earlier the better, and that's what we have tomorrow. The UV index isn't as high, storms aren't as aggressive, and of course temperatures aren't as warm. As tomorrow and Sunday, we're getting back to the low to mid 90s. So low to mid 90s feels like temperatures hovering right around 100. We do see a small change heading into Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have a weak cold front trying to push through the area. So yes, a small cool down, but not much. Upper 80s versus lower 90s. Right now we are trending drier behind the system. It does look like it's going to stick around for Thursday and Friday, which of course is Independence Day. Fingers crossed if this trend continues. You can trust our team. We'll let you know if anything changes.